Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special feature I like to call Part-Time Pro Tips and Tricks for Halo Reach. We got three main sections we're going to cover, and that's your aiming and movement, your beatdowns and assassinations, and your grenade usage. Getting into the first section here, your aiming and movement is probably one of the most important skills you will have in the game, other than, well, being able to use the controller. And granted, these are going to be tips that you've heard time and time again, but that's because they are the most important for you to practice. Practice, practice, practice. You need to learn to aim for the head. Headshots only. Play a bunch of Team SWAT and you will quickly learn that headshots are very important. And then when you go back to regular matchmaking, regular games, you'll be able to pick up headshots more. Also learn to strafe, your sporadic movements side to side when you're in a DMR battle with someone. That'll give you a great advantage once you get a little bit better at it, and better let you hit those shots on those people who are strafing against you. Also learn to jump properly, like jump for escaping and jump to get better vantage points and maps. You wouldn't believe some of the crazy jumps and different places you can get to just by jumping. So I suggest using the bumper jumper button layout. I've used that since Halo 3 and it's really useful. It puts jumpers on your bumpers and it's extremely useful. It also helps you with your melees and stuff, which brings me to my next section, fist fighting for days. Really, beatdowns are a specialty of mine. I don't necessarily expect everyone else to use them a whole lot, but I've always been very melee oriented in Halo, and so I have quite a lot of beatdown medals. And beatdowns are extremely useful because they can help you get a kill quicker than just spamming the trigger when someone gets up close, or they can help save your life in certain situations because there's going to be other people that get you really low on health and start spamming the trigger, and if you get that beatdown in really quick, you get the kill and survive with just barely any health. And it's a lot of fun when you're running around with the sword or something like that. So if you're having trouble with really close quarters battles, then I suggest trying out the beatdown and seeing how it goes for you. Grenades in this game can be your strongest strategical advantage in Halo. Whether it's sticky grenades or frag grenades. I prefer frags, to be honest, but that random up close stick is always very satisfying. Just learn to bounce them at different angles and get them up at your opponent. Learn to drop them at your feet when you're about to die and you have nothing else you can do. And really, they're good, if nothing else, for just having your team throw a bunch in your enemy's face and then rush in and DMR them, because a lot of teams do that, and while it's really frustrating to face, it's a lot of fun to do to someone else. Like, you never want to be grenade spammed, but when you have your team grenade spamming the other team and then you rush in there feeling like a badass, it makes the game a lot more interesting. But yeah, learn to use your grenades. One last thing is to make sure you're doing all of this in matchmaking, because if you're not doing it in matchmaking, then you're not going to have the same intense battles and the same reflexes, the same drive to do as well, and it's not going to produce the same results at all. If you're just derping around in a custom game, it's not going to be the same as, like I said, with the headshots, going into a match of Team SWAT where it's headshot or die, and you have to learn in order to continue playing. And so make sure you're doing these tips in matchmaking. Otherwise, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, aiming and movement, beatdowns, and grenades are the things you need to be practicing. Have a nice day, and play Halo.